Hello, what's up guys, welcome back to our channel. This is your girl Precious. Yes guys, so in today's video I am going to be sharing with you guys my 2-year experience as a Zimbabwean wife married in Uganda, or as a Zimbabwean living in Uganda. There are a lot of experiences I experienced in Uganda that are not happening in Zimbabwe. There are also things that I experienced in Zimbabwe that are not happening in Uganda. So this is going to be an interesting discussion, an interesting topic we're going to talk about in today's video. So if you're excited for this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Let's dive right away into this discussion. So guys, to begin with, if you ever think that in your country you have the most wise people, you have not gone in other countries. I used to think Zimbabweans are wise, Zimbabweans are hustlers, Zimbabweans, but the time I came to Uganda, I found out Ugandans are one of the wisest people I've ever seen. Ugandans are wise. You think you are wise until you find someone who is wiser than you. They are so wise, and also they are literally hustlers. Why am I saying so? In Uganda, you can't find a 15-year-old or maybe an 18-year-old, 19, 20-year-old still at their parents' house. It's not possible, except if they're at school, maybe they're studying. But most of the times, 18-year-olds, 17, 20, they're already hustling. Either they're doing their small business, they're selling something. They are naturally hustlers, wise people, I tell you. But in Zimbabwe, shockingly, here I'm talking about my personal experience, guys. Let's be nice in the comment section. My personal experience, I'm not talking for everyone. I'm talking for what I've experienced in Uganda and in Zimbabwe. So in Zim, I have found out, in the places I've been, you can find an old person still in their mother's house. In Uganda, it's not there. You can't find a grown-up man, 25, 26, and they're still going back home into their parents' house. It is not applicable. Either you find them, they're renting their one room, they're doing their things, they're hustling. But in Zim, it's very normal, by the way. You can actually be at your parents' house. You can even get a job and be working and going back to your parents' house. So, but in Uganda, it's so different. It's one of the experiences I'm like, wow. Ugandans, they are naturally hustlers. They don't rest. They know how to make money from every angle. If you want to know people who know how to make money, never mess up with Ugandans. They know how to make money. You think you are wiser than them until you find out, they are more wiser than you. So that's one of the experiences I've found in Uganda. That when it comes to wise hustling and everything, Ugandans, they are leading. The second experience is on variety of food. Guys, I've never been to a country that has a lot of food like Uganda. Uganda has variety of food. It's so rare for someone to be repeating the same food every day if they really want, because food is in abundance. When they talk of abundance, they're talking of Uganda. Uganda has a lot of food, and it's also due to its 2 rain seasons in a year. In Zimbabwe, we only have 1 rain season where people plant and expect a harvest. But in Uganda, imagine there are 2 rain seasons and good fertile soils in a year. So food is not a problem. And I'm talking of fresh produce, that if you want fresh things every day, you'll be able to find them. People are selling fresh things, fresh vegetables, fresh everything every single day. So I found out that it's so amazing. If you are in farming and you love farming, Uganda will be the best weather for you, because it has good rains, it has good soil. 2 seasons of rain, can you imagine? In a year, you can be farming 2 times, 2 seasons. That's actually amazing. But in Zim, I found out it's only 1 season. And if you miss that season, you wait for that season again next year. You see, so it's one of the quite interesting experiences I've had in Uganda. That truly, my mother-in-law, she's a farmer. So whenever I go home, Sometimes we farm. You find out it's always green. She always have things at home. Those who didn't watch the village videos, last Christmas we were in the village and we showed you guys the tower, everything that is in the village. And I know most of you enjoyed those videos. So if you have not watched them, please check them in our channel. On this channel, you'll be able to find out the village lifestyle. You understand what I'm talking about when I say it has good rains, good seasons. Farming is so easy here because of the good rains and good soil. Now guys, the other experience, this one, I don't know why is it so different like that. I remember when my husband came to Zimbabwe to pay lobola, he had to get a lodge with the people he came with so that they can be sleeping there until the day of the what? Of the lobola. Now we went to a lodge. That lodge, me I even thought it was cheap, by the way. We went there, they told us a room for a night is $20. Some, they were $25 per night. Then my husband was like, what? He entered the room. They don't have inside in Sutu, like you bath and do everything inside. They were just a room with a bed with where to put clothes and a wardrobe. There are no towels, there is no soap. You know, it was just there. Water was a problem. But when I came to Uganda, I understood now why they were complaining when they came to Zim. When I came to Uganda, I was trying to book a lodge for someone who was coming for a few days. Guys, the lodges here in Uganda, some of them, if you want cheap, they start from 15,000 Ugandan shillings to 20,000. That is between $4 to $6. Now, when you enter that room, you're going to be having your bed. You're going to be having, what do you call this? In Sutu, there is a bathroom, a toilet, tissues inside, the soap inside. They give you a towel. They also even give you slippers in a room of $4 or $6. Can you imagine? I was like, what? Now I understood why my husband and the people he came with to Zimbabwe, they were so complaining on the price. Like, how can I sleep in a room of $20? You know, because when you convert that money in Ugandan shillings, it's a lot of money. How can I sleep in a room of $20 good for one night? So the days they were there for 5 days, they had to multiply $25 times 5, $20 times 5. I understood that it was a lot of money because here, if you just want a good place just to sleep maybe for a few days, $4 to $6, you can get a room and you can sleep very comfortably, I tell you. Even when it comes to rentals, guys, rentals here, they are affordable, they are good. And there is actually a unique difference between rentals in Zimbabwe and rentals in Uganda. Remember, I'm talking of my own experience. The places I've been in Zimbabwe, when you want to rent a place, you can go there, they tell you we have these 2 rooms for rent, and you find out the rooms are empty. You pay your rent, then you start filling the room with your own things. But in Uganda, I've seen that you can look for a 2-roomed rental place. You enter in the room, there are sinks, there is already cupboards to put your plates, dishes and everything. They also have already put, there is in Sutu, yeah, the toilet is inside, the shower, everything is there. There's also even a fitted wardrobe. So meaning for you, you're just coming with your utensils, where to sit, where to sleep and other things. You see, it's one of the experience that blew my mind. Like, literally you can rent a 1-roomed house or 1-roomed room that has fitted everything. You enter there, there is in Sutu toilet, bathroom, shower, there is kitchen units, there is a wardrobe in that same room. You just come with a few things. It blew my mind. It was one of the amazing experiences ever. That, you know what, this saves a lot. That someone just looks for money for rent and they just get a few things, but the main things needed in a house, they're already there. So it's so amazing that on rentals, rent is even more affordable than in Zimbabwe, according to my experience. Now, for those who are asking how is a life, like cost of living in Uganda, there's a video we did on this channel, guys, where I was talking about what $30 can buy in Uganda versus Zimbabwe. Guys, I showed you the grocery I bought at $30 US. People were saying the grocery I bought was too much on 30, but just to know that grocery was for $30 US, and the video is also on this channel. You can check it out. So when you have your money in Uganda, when you're making your decent money, you have your money, just to know that the cost of living here is so good. Food is not expensive, like in Zim, it's not expensive, because food starts from as little as 30 cents, 40 cents. So you find out that here, really, you can't compare it to Zimbabwe. That's my experience, guys. Cost of living here is very affordable. It's very affordable, according to me, because I've lived now in both countries. Now comparing with the lifestyle I lived there and this side here, cost of living is very cheap. I'm also going to talk about customer care. I have never seen a country that has good customer care like Uganda. What do I mean by customer care, guys? In Uganda, if you go into a shop, where they have bought one thing, where they have bought even like a small sweet, they can give you a plastic bag. Here they call them caveras. They can give you, but in Zimbabwe you have to buy. Literally, when you want a plastic bag, most shops, they sell for you, but here they give you for free. Now the other customer care they do, for example, if I want to go and buy maybe potatoes or matoke, now I'm sure by now, guys, you know the staple food of Uganda, matoke, green bananas. You tell them peel for me, they will sell you, they peel for you, they give you the finished product. Even chicken, when you buy your chicken, you tell them slaughter for me and do everything for me. I just want the meat. They will do it for you. They give you when it's already done. Wow. I was like, oh my God. So most of the time when I go to buy potatoes, I know like, starting to peel these potatoes when I reach home. I just tell them, kindly peel for me, please. They will peel for you. They will peel for you. So the customer service, yes, it's just amazing. I believe also it's because of competition. In Uganda, there is competition. I told you Ugandans are hustlers. Everyone is in business. So if you treat me badly, I'll go to the next person, they'll treat me better. So they always value their customers so much. Unlike in Zimbabwe, of course, customer care is there, but it can't compare to the customer care in Zimbabwe, in Uganda. I'm sure in Zimbabwe, because sometimes people who can be offering some services, sometimes they don't have competition. You can't go in Zimbabwe and someone is selling chickens and tell them, okay, I want this chicken for $7, please slaughter it for me, remove the feathers, pluck it, cut it for me. You can't do that. Who? As who? Except maybe I'm telling them I'll give you some money again for you to do it for me. You can't buy your potatoes on the streets and you tell the person, please peel for me. It's not possible. But here, the customer service, the customer care is top notch. I've never seen something like that, guys. And it helps clients, us clients, you know. It favors us. You know, competition is always good because it ends up favoring the consumer. So the customer service here is just amazing. Now I'm going to talk about the last two, guys, which is when it comes to housing. Truthfully speaking, Ugandans, they have beautiful houses outside. They build nice houses. You can see a house from outside like, wow. But when you enter inside, sometimes you get disappointed because it seems like they put much emphasis on how the building looks outside, but when it comes to inside, they don't put much detail. Unlike in Zimbabwe, if you find a beautiful house outside, just wait until you enter inside, you drop your saliva. It's as beautiful as it is outside. Actually, sometimes you can find a house that is not much good looking outside, but when you enter inside, my God, there is detail, decoration, amazing things. But I've seen in Uganda, they don't normally, you know, I'm not saying all of them, but the majority, they don't normally put details in their homes. They are not much there into details in their homes. But in Zimbabwe, when we talk of decorating a home, where they are sleeping in a building that is old, but inside we invest much. If you see a building looking good in Zimbabwe, when you enter inside, guys, just know you are about to be wowed. Like, it's amazing, as good as it is outside. And lastly, guys, I'm going to talk about lovely people in Uganda. Uganda is one of the countries with nice, lovely, welcoming, warm people. Guys, I tell you, I have never felt loved. I've never felt appreciated like I am in Uganda. People here are just amazing. They just love you for no reason. They are social people. They are amazing. They are good. I'm not saying in Zimbabwe there are no good people. Good people are there, lovely people are there, but I'm talking to my experience. Ugandans are naturally loving people, kind people. They are so welcoming. They love people naturally. I tell you, I'm telling you, even on my mother-in-law, not even talking about Ugandans, my mother-in-law, guys, if you could know how my mother-in-law loves me. That woman loves me like no man's business. I'm the most loved. I am the most loved. I tell you, when I go home, I'm like a child, you know. Since my husband is a last-born, I also become a last-born. So I'm so loved. And it shows me how loving Ugandans are. And even all the Ugandans I've been associating with, they are just amazing. So guys, this is the video I had for you. I hope you enjoyed. Please put in the comment section, like, for you, which one caught your attention, which experience caught your attention. If I mentioned an experience that is happening in your country too, just put in the comment section. If you don't have anything to say, please just say hi, Precious. Hi, the Maweje family. That will help us in engagement and pushing our videos far. I love you so much, guys. Greetings from Mr. Maweje. We love you so much. Thank you for your support. Please subscribe, comment, and like. Mwah.